Decepticons, attack! Autobots, it's grind time!
Yes, it is, and I am he, and welcome back, Transformers Earth Wars fans, for another live stream. I'm excited to be with you this evening. I hope you're excited to be here. Let me know if you can hear me. You know how things go here. You know how things go. Let me jump over here so I can see the chat. Alright, let's go through and say some hellos before we get too started. So, S. Klahazi, you were first. Welcome. My savior in Discord, Righteous, thank you very much for being here. William Wilkinson, Volcanicus69, Stay Puffed, hey, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. And Chris Lewis, my man, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Lord Avex is in the house. Luke is here. Who else we got? I cannot pronounce. What is that name? Scorponok? Ooh, that's some crazy spelling. I like it. All right, Joe Creamer's here. Hey, buddy, how you doing? And Dojack. All right. Thank you all for being here and joining us. A late night stream. We got another one more. TBH Blurry Prime. Hello. Thank you for joining us. So it is a late stream. I had some family things I had to go do this afternoon, so kind of kept me out. But that's okay. It's one of those events where a lot of people are grinding late anyway. So people who have been a fan of my channel for a long time, you may remember I had a late night grinding intro that I was very, very proud of, that I used a few times during leaderboards and stuff like that when I would do like a late night grinding thing. It was really funny. I really enjoyed it, and I was all psyched because when I got home, the kids were like, "You're gonna do some late night streaming tonight, Dad?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I've got an intro for that," and I went to find it to queue it up, and it's gone. So I'm gonna have to redo it. So I was kind of bummed, but that's okay. I'll make it again. Maybe make it better. Who knows? But yeah, we've got some grinding to do for sure. How's everybody doing on the event? If you were going for the 5-star and you had 40 members in your alliance, I believe it's about 87 and a half, million points each that, whatever that is. It's 87.5 that you had to get put up. I bid that on both accounts. Obviously my main grind time account, that's in TF PsyOps, and then my Cadmus Prime account, which is normally in TF Alpha Ops, I believe. Anyway, I bid it in both. I just hit it in grind time on the drive home, and now it's time to get busy with old Cadmus Prime account because we're way behind on that one. So let me catch up on the chat here just a minute. Stay Puff says, looks like 18 teams will get the 5-star. That's it? Kind of figured there'd be more than that. Lord Avex is 150k away from the 5-star. Chris Lewis has been cranking. He's at 103k. TBH Blurry Prime is his alliance trying for the 3-star, but not sure you're going to make it. And Chris is trying to pull some slack from me. Hey, man, I appreciate it, but I'm getting ready to start grinding here directly. So let's jump over. Let's see. How do we want to play this? Let's go to this screen first. This is a new screen I haven't tried out yet. Let's see how it looks. All right, cool beans. So here we go. All right, so in the top left corner there, that's my grind time account. That's the one I've already hit my commitment at, and I will do more as soon as I catch up on the Cadmus Prime. The lower one is my Cadmus Prime one, and I am, even though the alliance itself is doing pretty well, I am way behind where I should be. See, the alliance is not too far behind TF PsyOps, honestly. But I am not where I should be on mine, so that's the one we're going to grind on first. I think instead of staying in this screen, since I'm not going to be doing much grind time this round, we're just going to jump back over here to the Cadamus Prime gameplay. Blam! There we are, and let's see if I can get me out of the way. See if this works. No, it's not going to work. How come that's not working? Huh. Oh, it's not a stream if something doesn't go wrong. Alright, fine. You want to play that way? I'll do this. Wah! There we go. Haha! I win. Ha! Alright. So, looks like everything is set up okay. So, I think I'm safe to bounce back over here and watch the chat while I play. Yeah, always stream problem. Joe Creamer got the 3-star. Let's see. Dojak had to work. That's terrible, man. Alright, so let's get back in here. This is, so I got lucky. The last couple 5-stars I've pulled on this account, I'll be honest with you, I haven't waited to do on stream, just because I'm impatient. I got Ratchet, because I was going for the group that had Ratchet, Blaster, Prowl, Sludge. Ooh, who's the other one in that group? There's somebody else from that group. I think I've already got them. Anyway, last time I got Ratchet, and Blaster was the one I wanted, and this event gave me enough 5-star shards, so I went ahead and pulled, got Blaster. I was still afraid I was going to get Sludge or Prowl, but I got Blaster. So, who is it? Now it's bugging me. I'm going to have to look. Hold on. Bear with me. Uno momento, por favor. And I need to change audio while I'm doing this also. Give me 1 second. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to go here. On. Let me know if that's too loud. And now I got to go in here and shut off this audio. Whoa. Nope. Crazy. Oh, that's loud in my ear. Is that loud to you guys? Righteous says he would chat more but still need 5K. You better get grinding. That's what I'm going to do, my friend. I am the same way. I am behind. Let me know about the game audio, if that's too loud, not loud enough, or whatever, because it sounds awfully loud to me. But I can just turn down my headset a little bit. That's not what we wanted. We wanted to go here. So yes, I dared to go back. Oh, it was the Alita. Okay, so I had Alita, I had Ratchet, I really wanted Blaster. I did not really want either of these two, and I got lucky. Got the 5-star pull earlier today, whammo, got my Blaster. I would have waited to do it on stream, but honestly I wanted to get to grinding him. So, because Blaster is a monster. As you know, I wanted him. So he is currently at... almost got him to 60. That's what we're working on. And I did already put the SA up to 11. I haven't put the Quintus core on. Well, obviously not the Quintus core because we've got the XP core, but I'll also put Taraxodon. What Taraxodon do I have on this account? Oh, wow. Crappy. I have to focus on some... I am going to have to focus on some combats on this account. Yes, Dojak, I got lucky. I was so surprised, to be honest with you, that I pulled it. I was just sure I was going to pull Sludge or something like that. Ugh. Leveling him is about as bad as leveling a healer. It's not good at all. And Scorpionaut, gulp. You bet. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just plain water. Just water distilled with hops and barley, but it's fine. It's good. It's been a long day. So, let's get to grinding here. We got TK. So, what I've been doing different this time, you'll notice I'm not doing a Golden Lagoon on the cup. I have found that for Zone 14, max G1 cup core works almost as well. Yes, I will lose some, and with a Golden Lagoon, you probably wouldn't lose any in Zone 14, and I do lose a few, but not enough that it warrants spending on Golden Lagoon to me. So this is what we've been doing. We just doing what we do. We're gonna bouncy bounce, bouncy bounce. One more bouncy bounce. And then we fast forward. And we'll bouncy bounce one more time. And Cup got it just in time. Stay Puff said he's done that with Cup all weekend. That's what I've been doing too. That's what I've done. I actually mentioned on Waz's impromptu stream earlier. It's like, I don't remember the last time I actually used the Golden Lagoon. Ever since I got these G1 cores maxed, I used to use Golden Lagoon on all of the big events, especially the leaderboards and stuff. Anymore, I just keep this on. If I was wanting to try to hit the, ooh, I'm out of ore. I gotta get some more ore. If I was wanting to hit the big zone, like the top zone, probably wouldn't try that without the Golden Lagoon. That's probably a must. I would assume. I'm assuming your win rate would be terrible without that. I don't even know if we have. Yes, we do. Cranky, cranky, cranky. Let's get some combiner action going too. Everybody loves combiners. So obviously I've been running mostly with Omega Supreme. However, 4-star Magnaboss also does it. William Wilkins is asking, how do I like Twin Twist? I tested him some. Thought he was great. Really did. It was actually my idea to test him on defense. I gave it, I mentioned that during one of Waz's streams because I hadn't thought of it myself. And he did it, and it turns out he's amazing. So I'm really excited to get him. Really excited to get him. So I'll show you what I've been doing with the combiner. I think Twin Twist, William Wilkinson, to finish answering that, I think he's worth it. I'm going on both accounts for it. So I think he's worth it. Not yet, Leader 1. We're not done yet. So the first thing I check is this. If it's a level 16, then I'm just dropping the bottom leveling.
Blaster.
And since I've got Blaster and I know how good the minions are, I'll go ahead and drop some minions if there's no outposts around, just to kind of clear a little bit of this garbage out of the way. And then I'll drop Omega Raw-ia. Dojak pulled the 5-star Onslaught's hoping for Shockwave. Oh. Okay. So, sorry bud. Wish you would have got the one you wanted. So now we're going to rush up here. Then as Prime says, we're going to concentrate our fire. And we're just going to hammer this HQ. We're not going to worry about anything else around us. It can hit us all at once. So fast forward. By the time that ability's done, this one's ready again. We're going to land right on this sucker. And this, and that base is done. Get out of here. Get down. And that is how we do HQ 16 with the 5-star Omega. And usually 4-star Magnaboss can do the same thing. It just depends how quickly you can get your combiner on the HQ, to be honest with you. Leader 1, if you're wondering, I'm using my Katimus account right now, so this is actually TF Legends Ops that you're seeing, in case you're a little confused. And Leader 1, thank you for joining. Righteous says, so good to go far SA11 to drop Lagoon. What? Sorry, man. I something got lost in translation there. I don't quite understand what you're asking.
Blaster.
Please restate your question. So I'm gonna clear just a little bit of that. If I can, good. Then we're gonna drop. Oh, we popped an outpost. Darn it. There's no question that the Lagoon is better. I'm not saying that it's as good as or better than a Lagoon. No way. I'm just saying that if all you're doing is zone 14 or below, it'll work almost just as well. You'll lose a few battles that you wouldn't have lost with a Lagoon, but not a ton. And you can save either the money from buying the Golden Lagoon bundle or the Shannix from buying the Golden Lagoon core. One or the other. You'll save somehow. And we left the sliver. That's what our boost is for. Down. Crimson. Right, just what are you asking me about Cup? Or are you asking me about Twin Twist? What are you asking me about here? So good to go for SA11 to drop Lagoon. It's not the SA11 on Cup. I have SA11 on Cup, but it's the G1 G Metal core that works almost as well as a Lagoon. It's not as good as a Lagoon, but it's pretty close. Okay, so now this one is a HQ 17, so the combiner's not going to be able to drop it, and I don't think Blaster's going to be able to get all the way back there to get it, so we are still going to use Cup on this one. And I'll show you what I do. So we got him in place. So now we're going to deploy our combiner. Get up there. Get on up there now. Go on now, get. And now the difference here is we're not going to focus on the HQ at all. We're going to focus on the defenses around it. And we're going to try to clear out as much of that as we can so that whenever the combiner dies, Cup has a cleaner shot at the HQ. And only the HQ. So we cleared out quite a bit of the defenses around the HQ. I'm going to go ahead and bounce back here to take care of that spider mine and this mortar, and then Cup should be in the clear. I'm not going to drop Blaster too early because I don't want the minions or him to pop any of these outposts. I'm going to wait till this HQ is almost down. So we're going to fast forward. It's going to start sparkling for us, telling us it's ready. Just like a sparkly vampire. That came out of nowhere. Some more water then. 60% of the time it works every time, as Clausy said. And 88% of all percentages are made up on the spot. Okay, Leader 1 says, I've been gooning Cup in Zone 15, Magnaboss to clear the HQ area and whatever bot that's wearing an XP core. 98% success rate. Wow. Yeah, you can do that with the Golden Lagoon. Yeah, I think you're probably doing better than I normally do. Yeah, no worries, Righteous. No worries. And Lord Avex is recharge time. Carcharotron? I don't know. Carcharotron. You know, it's weird whenever you're playing these events and you're logged in, like you log in and you start playing and you grind for a long time. If you'll notice, you start to see the same bases over and over again, and it's easy to recognize, especially I was getting one base, the name was Doo-Doo Dudley. And I can't tell you how many times I hit Doo-Doo Dudley's base while I was grinding. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Luckily, even though it was an HQ 17, it wasn't that difficult to beat. But it's like, alright. I'm kind of stuck in a small cycle of bases here. That's when I was riding in the car on the way back from our family time. One of my stepsons turned 20, so we went and had a big old party. Although next year's party will be even better. Leader 1 says I do have more points than him currently. Oh, okay. Voodoo Ride uses Hot Rod and SA-11. Hey, thanks for joining us, Voodoo Ride. Glad to see you here. Esklahasi asks, what level should Cup be at to start looking? If you've got a 4-star Cup, I would recommend you focusing on him and cranking him up as high as you can. His SA, 9 or 10, 11 if you can get it. I know it's tough to get. And focus on him because he's going to level all of your other bots for you. I mean, there's other bots you can use too, but let's face it, Cup is the easiest one to do it with. So I would focus on getting him up as much as you can. Maybe, I don't know what level you're at, but start on him by himself in the first few events, just to level him up and get him to where he can crank up the rest of your team, because that is an investment you are not going to regret ever. Alright, this one could be a little tricky. Where? Oh, there it is. Let's say, where is that shield gen? Yeah, we're probably not going to take down this base because we had to take out the shield generator. We got all this crap hitting us. Let's get that, get over there. Get over here! As Scorpion would say. Yeah, this one's going to be tough. Alrighty, Rue. We're not going to trust the blaster because it'll take longer. Even with the minions. He might be able to do it, but it'll take the time, especially with the combiner active. We're just going to bouncy bounce. Bounce, bounce. Looks like we're good. We're not popping the outpost. Base down. Base down. Magna bosses, max. Yep. Ah, Voodoo Ride's here with me and in game. Awesome. Legends Ops. 52-8. It's still Klahasi. I would focus on him. Yeah, definitely focus on him. Oh, Voodoo Ride's Hot Rodimus in the game. Awesome. Yes. Yeah, buddy. Alright, what do we got here? HQ 17.
Roll now.
That means it's Cup time. We might not even use Combiner on this one, because I think once we get Cup back there, it's not going to be too bad. Fast forward a bit. Something to keep in mind about these when you're using your Cup, once they start hitting them, these don't have that core on them, but the core that the name's escaping me, but you can tell the beam where the longer it's on them, the more it hurts them, kind of like Impactor. As soon as you see him hit your Cup, bounce again, and it'll reset the whole thing. You won't take as much damage. Just a little bit of a tip. Leader 10.
It is over.
No, Leader 1, don't do it. Cup is easier for everybody. Voodoo Ride, like, oh my gosh, Cup Cup is the way to go. So easy. I know you can do it with other bots, like Hot Rod, and people use Rhinox, people can use Elita 1, all this kind of stuff, but man, nothing's easier than Cup. Just bounce, bounce, bounce. You're there. You don't have to worry about hitting a defense. You don't have to worry about, I mean, none of that stuff. You just bounce and go.
Roll now.
It don't get no easier, man. Bounce. Bounce. Just bounce over here. Take out this stuff. Beautiful. Love it. Let's get Cup in there. And now we just fast forward till the base goes down. Yeah, Hot Rod and a Jet or Gunner plow a base. Yeah, but it's still quicker with Cup because you don't even have to go through the base. You just bounce to the back. You drop Cup, you bounce to the back, you drop your bot at the front. Whoever you're leveling, you drop them, so long as they won't pop any outposts or combiners and mess up Cup. That's all you gotta do. 2 bots, max XP that you can get, well, unless you can do it with just 1 bot. Unless you're just working on Cup or something. Drop and go, man. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, I know, I mean, yeah. You can do it with other ones, yeah, but, and that's fine, you know, to each their own. Maybe you're leveling up Hot Rod and or the Gunner or Jet. Sure, go ahead. For my money, I'm just gonna do Cup every time. Cup, until they change it. Okay, so this is 16. We still got our Omega here, so let's clear out a little bit. Then we'll drop Omega. This is going to be kind of a reach. We got to try to grab up to here. And you walked the wrong way. So I'm mostly going to use this just to kind of hold him in place while this other one recharges a little bit, because obviously he's trying to go down because I don't want him to go down and he's wanting to be cantankerous. There we go. Get it. Get on up there now. Go on now. Get. But we're still already very low. It's taking us very long to get up here. In fact, turd muffin. Okay, so maybe we can get it with our boost. Oh, are you kidding me? That's alright, that's why we bring this guy. Bye-bye, base. A little bit of backup. Lord Avex says, I use 5-star tarantulas for 11, actually maxed it to 65 today. Yep, some people use tarantulas or Rhinox too, but again, I think the margin of error is much less with Cup. For the simple fact you can bounce. I mean, the other guys you can't.
Combiner engaged.
You have to go through the base. You know, you have to grab something to move through the base. Cup, you just pop, pop, pop wherever you want to go, and you're there. Dojak says Nemesis Prime and Gnaw is his favorite team up. Yeah. Leader 1. Yeah, that was a nightmare, I tell ya. What do we got here? 16, 16, 16 all day.
Blaster.
Okay, so we're going to drop this side, try to avoid the outpost combiner. We're going to jump up to here. The other good thing about staying in Zone 14 is it's not very often you run into Counter Lion Geyser. I probably just jinxed myself by saying that, but typically, you know, I've seen almost every other combiner. I haven't seen a single one this whole event in Zone 14. So that's just another bonus. Staying in 14 instead of going to 15. Stay Puffs kind of misses the race. I do not. I like knowing that if we hit a certain point, we're gonna get it. That's what I like. I kind of overbid myself here this weekend. I think I thought I was gonna be able to do a little bit better when I'm done, and yeah, I'm struggling. I'm way behind on this one. I need to really pick it up. I hate not meeting my commitments. Not that we won't finish. I think we're gonna finish. On both accounts, but I just don't like not hitting my commitments. The other tip, you'll notice I went ahead and dropped the blaster even though I did nothing with them. Whenever you're using your combiner, make sure to drop your bot first no matter what, because there's been too many times that I learned the hard way. I dropped the combiner, went after the HQ, was actually able to feed it, but then my combiner didn't die. Like, it stayed on the screen while the base went away, and then I couldn't drop my bot, and basically just wasted all of that XP from that battle because I couldn't get my bot dropped. So always make sure you drop your bot first. Well, that didn't go well at all, did it? Alright, Cup. Go do your thing, buddy.
Roll now.
Cuppity, cuppity, cup. There we go. Yeah, Voodoo Red, I agree with you. My wallet sure didn't miss it either. You think so, Leader One? You think they made more? Well, good for them then. It's easier on us and they made more. It takes money to keep the game going, you know what I mean? And I think it's more fair. I think if you hit 3.5 million, you should get the 5-star. I know the teams missed out on it the old way. You know, the team that came in 6th or whatever last time still put up, what, 7 million points or something crazy, or 6 million or something, and didn't get it. And I don't think that was right. I mean, it was right because those were the rules, you know, but I think that if you're a team that has that kind of commitment, you put forth that kind of effort, you should get it. I don't think they should have been rewarded after the fact. We all know that story, but I like this setup better. Let me just say that. I like this setup much better. I think it's better. Right, Chris. That's exactly my point. Everyone who goes for the points will get it, and that's fair. And stay puffed if you miss the race. I guess next time we could make it, you know, within the alliance. Say, hey, we want to be our goal is to be the first alliance to hit it, and that's what we're going for, and make that kind of part of it. But as long as we finish, I don't really care if it's. I mean, I'd rather not wait till the last hour, obviously, but I just want to get the bot, so I don't care when we finish. I mean, I do. You know what I mean. I just want to finish. Yeah. So after this run with this combiner, I'm going to switch screens back to grind time, and then I'm going to check my point totals. I don't want to show everyone else's point totals because I haven't asked them if I can, and it's really, you know, it's nobody else's business what other points people are putting up unless they want to show it. And I want to tell you mine, but I don't want to show you everybody's without their permission. So I will switch back over real quick to my grind time while I look at my points on this account. Or maybe Voodoo Rag can tell me where I'm at. Alright, we can grab it right here. Oh, we're walking up that way. Even better. Even better. Get up there. There you go. Get over there. Where am I at, Voodoo Road? Well, if you're busy, don't worry about it. I'll check here after I'm done with this combiner run. See where I'm at. Now see, you'll notice the combiner's not dying and the whole base is disappearing. If that happens and you haven't deployed your bot, you wouldn't have time to deploy your bot. That's what I was talking about. Make sure you drop your bot first. Yeah, no worries, buddy. I'll check it here in a bit. I'll just finish this run. Just gonna finish this run. Then I'll check it real quick. I know I was only like in the mid 50s. Oh, I'm at 60K? Wow. So I put up a wee bit. That's gonna be tough to get at though, isn't it?
Blaster.
Blaster.
Stand your ground.
Thanks, Stay Pup. I thought you were in Psy. I didn't know you were in this one. I couldn't remember. I bounced back and forth so much this weekend, it's hard for me to remember who's where. No, righteous. Yeah, but I don't have everyone's permission, so I don't want to go scrolling through on stream and people can pause it, look, and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to cause a kerfuffle. It's not a big deal. I really doubt anyone would be upset, but I have heard of that happening before. People are like, I don't want you showing. It's nobody's business when I'm doing. Because you're afraid your wife will be watching or something and see how much money you're spending? I don't know. Either way. Grind time is leader 1. My grind time account, I have hit my commit, so I'm over 87. But this is my Katimus Prime account. This is my alt account that's in TF Legends. That's the one I'm not sure where I'm at. I just haven't checked the score. Skywarp Greer, our former YouTube companion. Actually, he wasn't. He kind of did his own thing, but former YouTuber. I guess maybe he probably still does it. He probably just isn't a content creator anymore. Alright, these are the ones that get real tricky when you're not using your Golden Lagoon. Luckily, his outposts aren't that close, so I should be fine. But these get really hairy when you're just using the G1 core. I think if we go here, we should be pretty much okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop in and wipe stuff out anyway. Yeah, Chris, if you want to check, just see where Katimus Prime's at on points. I'm just curious where I'm at. I haven't checked it in a minute. I don't want to go showing everybody's points, you know. Okay, so we're going to go here. Oops. We're going to go here. Take out that thing right by her. It's hitting me. It's hitting me. And we're just going to go ahead and hit this because most of the other defenses, I think, well, except for those, I think they're pretty much out of range. We're going to go back here. There we go. Wreaking some havoc. Cry havoc! Let loose the dogs of war. Well, Leader 1, I think some of the people that would take it as a kerfuffle would be the ones that put up a lot of points because they don't want people to see that they would obviously have to be spending money to put up those many points. Again, it's their business, not my business. It's whatever. Yeah, Foodie, right? Yeah. No kidding.
Well done.
I love my wife. She tells me, like, I'll be sitting down playing the game and I'll cuss at it or something, and she'll be like, "Are you losing?" And I'll say, oh, this or that, whatever. She goes, listen, I didn't marry a loser. You better be winning. Yeah, it's funny. Star Trek 6, Leader 1. Man, yes. The Undiscovered Country. That's a good one. I really like
Blaster.
that one. I like Star Trek 6 a lot. However, it is actually a Shakespearean line. They got it from Shakespeare because remember they had the whole Shakespeare conversation at dinner where what's that actor's name that played that general said, "You've never really experienced Shakespeare until you've heard him in the original Klingon." So I guess Shakespeare, there was also a Klingon Shakespeare. I would love to read those plays. Oh yeah, this base is gonna go down. Hey, who watched SummerSlam last night? Yes, Leader 1, I saw the Picard trailer. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of torn on that because I'm a little bit sad it's going to be the last season, but also sometimes watching Patrick Stewart right now, it hurts my heart a little bit because he's looking as old as I thought he was back whenever Next Generation started. I was just so young, I thought he was really old. Turns out he wasn't. Oh no! Nichelle Nichols died today? I haven't really been on internet or anything much today, so I didn't see that. Oh, that's so sad. Chris Lewis says I'm at 60 and a half, so alright, cool. 60.5. Oh, Nichelle Nichols. That's too bad. I hate seeing all these people I grew up with passing away.
Blaster.
Will Wheaton turn 50? What? I still think of Tasha Yar reprimanding him on the bridge about drugs and stuff. And that one awful first season episode. Oh my god, that whole scene read like a public service announcement about just say no or something. I think Nancy Reagan wrote that scene. Oh, that was terrible. Picard's had its moments. I agree with you. It's not the best. Strange New Worlds to me is the new standard. Like Strange New Worlds, I think they hit it just perfect in everything. Yeah, my son.
Well done.
More specific on the first. There's an episode in the first season of TNG of Next Generation where they go to this world. I can't remember if both alien races lived on the same world or one, or there was two different planets, and they had this. I think they were on this. I don't remember. Anyways, and they had this trade agreement. These people provided this spice or whatever to them, and in exchange, the other people, built stuff for them or whatever. Turned out that spice was like a drug, so they had just basically got this whole race addicted to a drug so they could control them and get them to do whatever they wanted them to do. And the Enterprise figures it out, the crew figures it out, and then it's the moral dilemma of what do you do? Do you make them stop, or do you let things go because this is the way they are? And I don't know. It's one of those episodes, but there was a scene on the bridge where Will Wheaton tells Tasha he just doesn't understand why people would do drugs or whatever. And it was terrible. Like cringeworthy. But Strange New Worlds to me is like the new standard. My son, I was saying, he wanted to keep watching some Star Trek. His sisters, unfortunately, are just too busy between their lives and work and everything else. We don't have time to sit down and watch stuff together much anymore like we used to. And he wanted to keep watching some Star Trek with me, so we started Discovery. was not a big fan of Discovery. That lead actress who was really good on Walking Dead, but her character is just anyway. But we also watched Strange New Worlds, and Strange New Worlds is just top notch to me. It's the best. Oh yes, season 1 had lots of stinkers. You are right. I haven't watched Lower Decks. It just doesn't look like it would appeal to me, but I guess I need to check it out. Yeah, there was. I don't know if they called it spice or not. Either one. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember the specifics about it now. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, it was just terrible. Voyager was awful, right? Just don't even tell me that. I couldn't. My son even quit on Voyager. Like, we got so far, and he's like, I don't think I want to keep watching Voyager, Dad. Is there any other Star Trek? I'm like, yeah, we can fast forward a little bit. Of course, we skipped Enterprise also because a lot of stinkers in that one too. Season 1 of TNG isn't canon. Oh man. Yeah, this leftover phase 2 scripts didn't age well. Alright, I'm gonna have to check out Lower Decks, I guess. I'll watch it with my son. I'm sure he'll get a kick out of it. Yeah, different. I think it's a different creative team, Dojack. Strange New Worlds is awesome. The only catch is, have you been watching Discovery? Because you kind of got to know what happened in, what is it, season 2 or 3 of Discovery? I can't remember which one it is. The last half of the season. You kind of got to know what happens, because Strange New Worlds is kind of based off what happened in that. As Classy says, season 3 of Enterprise is kind. Yeah, I really wanted to love it because I love Scott Bakula. Like, I loved Quantum Leap, right? So I was really excited. And then they made Captain Archer a jackass. Like, he was just a jackass. And it was hard to like the guy. And then the whole, eye candy piece of what's her name being in there, T'Pol or whatever her name was, the Vulcan. Like, you could tell she was just there to try to be a Jerry Ryan knockoff. And it was just, I don't know. But I really liked Trip. What's his name? Connor Trenier. I got a picture with him at Comic-Con one year. Got him to sign it and everything. It's really cool. I've still got it framed. No, Voyager was terrible the whole way. Sorry. You're not going to convince me. I've even went back and started to rewatch it with the kids. And it was terrible. It was just awful. And then when they bring on 7 of 9, it's like, can you be any more obvious that this is just a sex appeal grab here, and that's how you're trying to build your audience? It's just Jerry Ryan flaunting her goods, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind watching Jerry Ryan flaunt her goods, but just not. It wasn't good Trek to me. Neelix, yeah, Neelix was terrible. He's the Jar Jar Binks of Star Trek, right? Oh, really? I didn't know that, Righteous. He said that one I'm talking about had the actor who played Kirk's son in Wrath of Khan. You spelled Khan wrong, but I got you. The TNG episode. Yeah, you got to watch a recap or something. I can't. There's a part. I think it's the tail end of season 2. They actually, at the end of season 1, they ended on the cliffhanger of them finding the Enterprise, and Captain Pike is the captain, blah blah blah. They rewrite a little bit of Star Trek history, but anyway, the guy that Anson Mount, who plays Captain Pike, is actually in that season then of I think it's actually like halfway through season 2. They start, like, they wrap up season 1 and the first half of season 2. Then the second half of season 2 is the TNG stuff, or not TNG, Strange New World stuff, if I remember right. But you have to check it out because there is a big, I mean, it kind of leads into the start of, I'm sure you can find some YouTube Star Trek place that says what you need to know before you watch, Strange New World or something like that. Probably Luber or somebody on YouTube has done a video like that. Chris Lewis is trying to keep me focused on the game. 150k to go. Okay, I'll give Lower Decks a try. You guys have convinced me. I will sit my son down and we'll give it a go. It's animated, so he'll probably like it. Oh man. All right, we'll go a few without Combiner. Yeah, I think there were good actors in there, Dojack. I do. I just think the writing was terrible. Like, I think the writing was just off. Now, Deep Space Nine, that's the stuff. Not the first season, not the second season. Third season was okay, but when Worf shows up in the fourth season and the Dominion War starts to kick off, that was the goods. That's some of the best Star Trek. That's one of my favorite Star Trek. Ugh, I rewatched that with the kids, and it was just, oh my goodness. I mean, that stuff was made, obviously, long before my kids were born. And it had one of my daughters in tears. Like, that's how good it is still. So, that's mine. That's the one I like. Sorry, trying to check on dogs. Oh, we got a drop blaster. Hold on a second. Alright, thought they were chewing up something.
Well done.
Thanks, Prime. My son's used to loot stuff. He grew up with me. Thanks for the warning. The Victory Star Saber. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't think Victory Star Saber asked that the Ape show the next Cyber Pass skins. I don't think so. But honestly, I could have missed it because I really don't care about those. Not my thing, really. DS9 is the bomb. Oh, good. Okay. All right, right. Just get back to grinding. Sorry. I recently got one of my stepsons. He's been staying with us a little bit. He's almost 30, but he's going through a work transition. And anyway, he was staying with us a little bit, and I got him to watch the Battlestar Galactica remake that they did. That was really, really good. He loved it. And I was like, man, it's like if you like that, the guys that made that actually got started on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And, you know, you can see a lot of the similarities between Deep Space Nine and the Battlestar Galactica stuff as far as, like, the tie between war and religion and moralities and just all that kind of, it was good storytelling. Good storytelling. Although I think they really screwed up battles. The first season was just perfect. And the way it ended was perfect on Battlestar Galactica. And then season 2 wasn't bad. And then it starts to get really weird after that. Like, they really go weird with it. It was still good, but it just wasn't as great. Victory Star Saber says, can't wait for Fort Max to come later this year. Meh. Yeah. I don't know. I've been kind of disappointed with the Titans, to be honest, and thinking about doing Titan Assault double every week. It's just not very appealing to me. Of course, you got to remember I'm dumb enough to have 2 accounts to do it with too, so part of that's my fault because I'm already doing Cadamus Prime Titan Assault and Grind Time Titan Assault, so I get quite a bit of Titan Assault every week, and I don't really feel like I need much more of it. Distracted. Let's take down this base. Leader 1, I don't know if that's a typo or not, but you said you can wait. Yeah. If that's not a typo, then I feel the same way. I can wait too. I'm just not that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna dog it before I try it, you know. It might be the greatest thing that's hit the game since whatever, but my excitement level is nowhere near what it was when they first announced Titans. I was stoked when they first announced Titans. And I think it they kind of underachieved with them, if you ask me, but that's just my opinion. And I don't know, I'm not a programmer, and I don't know if I could have come up with anything better for them, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't think that they're terrible or anything like that. I'm not one of those people.
Roll out.
I just...
Ready.
And Waza had it pegged from the beginning. He's like, the only bad part is how do you, what's the word I'm looking for? How do you, not power level, how do you structure it so they're not overpowered and dominate the game whenever they're freaking Titans. I mean, that's what they're called, that's what they are. In lore, they're the strongest thing. How are we possibly gonna have them and not just smash every base with them? I think that's part of what the problem has been is that. So anyway, we'll see. Leader One says he'd like the 5-star Metroplex event first. I don't know that we'll get that. Honestly, I don't think they know what they're doing with 5-star Titan yet. I think they're making it up as they go. Balance, Victory Star Saber. Yes, that was the word. He said about balancing the Titans in the game so they're not, too powerful for everything else. So. Dojak says, I think the tech trees were a great idea, the gameplay not so much. Yeah, that Titan Assault is just boring. And they're like, well, you gotta do kind of a grind. Well, there's a difference between doing a grind. Like, this is a grind, right? But I can still enjoy it. The Titan stuff is a grind that feels like homework that you got that you never wanted to do because it was just stupid. And that's what that feels like. And I don't think that's good for the game. But they've quit listening to us a long time ago, so I'm not even going to waste my breath with them. They'll do what they're going to do, and we'll either like it or leave it. Right? They're not forcing us to stay. And overall, I still really love the game. I'm always going to have something to gripe about, right? And other people, I'm sure, love it. I'm sure they love to smash out the bases every week and whatever. More power to them. Even with the Triptychon battles, like even when you battle the other Titans, there's no skill, really. It's just, maybe there's a little bit of trying to figure out what order is best to use your abilities when you're facing the higher powered one. But that's about it. Everything else is just push buttons and hold down fast forward. Anyway, let's get off that. Let's not talk negative. Let's talk about good stuff. Twin Twist, great bot. I think they nailed it. I really do. And I'm glad they resisted the urge to nerf him down. There was one or two people in testing that were like, he's too strong. And I was like, oh my god, I hope they don't nerf this guy. They didn't. To their credit, they didn't. I think he's going to be a great bot. I think the top leagues are going to start seeing him right away. I think he's ready to go. He's good. Uh-oh. I have to sneeze. Okay. Get caught caught up on the chat real quick. Leader one says, I missed that microwave tea drinking bloke. You talking about Picard or was? Dojak says you should be able to start at the last Metroplex you beat, at the last Titan, and just get all the rewards you got the week before, probably. Or you should at least have that option, I think. It's funny watching a combiner get crapped on, yeah. What I like is when you have your Titan there and then you launch your combiner and the combiner looks so small and you're used to the combiner looking big. Yep, exactly, Victory Star Saber. Hey, Esclahazi, thanks for joining us, buddy. Have a good one. Yeah, Dojak Sinister's a good one. That's Rotor Storm for the bots. Yep, Spinister. That's what I meant. Spinister. Leader says Plaza. Yeah, exactly. Victory Star Saber. Remember when we thought combiners were big? Yeah. And then you launch one next to the foot of a Titan, and it's like, holy smokes. Oops, sorry. I was reading something else here.
Roll out.
So I am thinking of, I always say this, but then my weeks are always so busy. I am thinking of adding another stream to the mix. Maybe one during the week where we can look at stuff like raids or Titan Assault, or just jump into the test server and look at whatever's available to look at. I'm always really nervous I'm accidentally going to show something I'm not supposed to show in the test server, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to get kicked out of the program. So, ooh, Chris Lewis is only 210 shards short of another 5-star bot.
Well done.
So I started to ask earlier, who all watched? Did anyone else, I guess I should say, watch SummerSlam last night? Any other WWE fans in here? Or is it just me? Leader 1, you can live stream yourself watching lower decks. Would anybody watch that? Voodoo Ride, you say you watched SummerSlam. What'd you think? I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I'm a huge Pat McAfee fan. You probably know if you've probably heard me talk about him before, but I really like Pat, and I was really glad he won again. I was afraid he was going to lose since he won at WrestleMania.
Ready.
My wife is a huge Ronda Rousey fan, and looks like she's going to go heel. And she's like, oh well, guess I'll be a bad guy now.
Blaster.
Oh, I can't do that. Zoom in. See what we got going on. No problem. Stay Pup watched it. Volcanicus69 says WCW. Man, if you guys haven't, if you are a wrestling fan and you haven't found wrestling bios on YouTube yet, you ought to check that dude out. The guy is so good. He's from somewhere over in the UK, and he's been doing this series. He's up to like episode 110 or something. It's called Reliving the War, where he goes back. Episode 1 obviously is the first time that WWF and WCW went head to head on Monday night, or right before they went. I can't remember, but anyways, and he compares each show, and he has like a chart that he rates them on to see like who won in his view, like who put on the better show, and he keeps he does such a good job, and the guy is so funny. Like maybe not at first. Did I lose sound on my game? I think I lost sound. Maybe not at. Nope, I had my headphones turned down. Maybe not right at first, but he builds into like where his personality comes out in his videos, and he is so funny. Oh my gosh! And personally, I didn't watch wrestling in that era. I had kind of cycled out of it, and sorry. I had cycled out of watching wrestling, so I missed the whole Attitude Era. I missed the Monday Night Wars, the NWO, all that stuff I missed. So I've been able to go back and watch them in pretty good detail. And this guy is just excellent. Like, he's so funny. His channel's getting huge because he does such a good job. Yeah, it's easy to fall out of it and come back in. I'm hoping it's going to get better now that McMahon had to, quote unquote, retire, and Triple H has taken over the creative, and Stephanie McMahon's running it. I think they're going to do better. I think Vince was he was stuck in what worked years ago and not what's working today. And I think Triple H and Stephanie are going to be able to modernize it, make it better. Honestly, I really hope AEW continues to do really well because I think the competition's good. And competition make them both better. Yeah, Leader One, I know. I'd go back and watch those, and you're right. Those guys in the Attitude Era, they were just electric. Oh, in the Netherlands. Dojak, are you in the Netherlands? Holy crap, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Is the right of all sentient beings.
Joe Creamer hasn't watched it since the Attitude Era finished. Yeah, that was probably the best, honestly. The Monday Night Wars, the Attitude Era, all that stuff. Yes, Righteous, the Tractor. That was freaking amazing. And I really wanted Brock to win, but I knew in my heart of hearts he wasn't going to. They're not taking that title off Roman for a while, I don't think. And now he's got Drew McIntyre at Clash in the Castle, and I don't think Drew's going to do it either. If he drops that title, it's going to be at a WrestleMania. It's not going to be at any other show. Oh, Dojak watches Reliving the War. Isn't that awesome? It's great. Yeah, Voodoo Riot. AEW is good. I enjoy that. I don't watch it as regularly as I watch WWE, but it's just like WCW. I mean, it gives me those exact same vibes, right? See you, Leader One. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. Alright, come on, Cup. Got it.
Blaster.
Got it, got it, got it. Yeah, I actually think I enjoy wrestling more now, knowing that they're just putting on a show. You know what I mean? It's like, people are like, oh, I don't like that, it's fake. I'm like, you watch TV shows? They're like, yeah.
Well
Like, you think those are real? No, they're all scripted too. Those are just actors putting on a show. These are actors putting on a show, but they only get one take. They don't get a, accidentally mess up a movie. Oh, let's cut that. Let's run it again. Like they don't get to do that. They get one take to go out in front of a live audience and do it exactly right, and that is awesome to me. Like I appreciate what they do and their athleticism and stuff more now, especially knowing that it's scripted, than I ever did when I was a kid. Yeah, Stay Puft, I agree. I think Cody was supposed to go against Roman And I think Cody was going to end up taking the title. And they may be stalling for Cody to come back before he gets it. Volcanicus69 says too much drama now. Yeah, the promos aren't as good as they used to be. Yeah, exactly, Dojak. The Rock was, and Steve Austin. Just really good, so good. You can't. And then you had the Kane and Undertaker story going on, and that was like groundbreaking at the time. Like, that was just awesome. Hard to compete with that, for sure. Alright guys, I think I'm going to do this battle. I'm going to wrap it up. I think I hear the kids breaking out the guitars up top. I'm going to transfer back to the phone and go listen to my girls play some music while I grind.
Abilities ready.
As soon as we take down this mess. Yeah, the Mike talent is definitely, and some of the storylines are just crap too, to be honest. Some of them I just don't care for, but oh, didn't get it. What are the odds Blaster and his minions can get up there? Go boys, go. Or do I need to drop more paths?
Abilities ready.
Yeah, let's drop Warpath, I think. Now or never, Warpath. You're either gonna get it or you're gonna wind up getting crushed. Got it. I may have been able to get that with Blaster. I thought he was gonna die. APA or brilliant. I don't know what APA or brilliant means, Joe Creamer. Alright. We're going to come back here. I really appreciate everyone joining me for this late night stream. I hope you guys get where you're, what prize you're going for in this event. I know I'm going to keep grinding either till we finish, until we finish. If I don't meet my commitments, I'll definitely be dropping down to other alliances. But if I do hit them, probably still will drop down and try to help out some. Looks like we're on a really good pace to finish. Get that 5-star, which we'll take a look at. Obviously, be leveling him up. And like I said, I think he's good enough. He's going to go right in at least an outpost, if not right on a war team. So if you have a chance to go for him, I would. He's worth it, I think. But that's going to do it for this stream, guys. I appreciate you coming out. Again, as always, if you like what you're seeing, please put a like. If you haven't yet, please hit a subscribe. Doesn't cost you a thing. Just makes me feel special. And until next time, guys. Oh, new combiner video coming out tomorrow. I did get one made this weekend. So sorry I missed a week. I'm going to try to keep them coming out every Monday till we get all caught up. And now we got the new combiners getting ready to come out. So maybe by the time I finish covering the current combiners, the new combiners will be here. Be able to add them right in. So, with that said, until next time, guys, just keep grinding.